This morning, my mom, myself, and our one worker, Jose, are out here in the pumpkin patch. We're trying to get a couple bins. Because we didn't get our pumpkins in this year until late, we didn't get to pick them until late just because they weren't quite ready. So we got 2 bins of pumpkins. Well, we got a bin of bumpy pumpkins, which is a new variety for this year. And we got a bin of stackers. This is the bumpies. I like these a lot, they're really cool. I like how the pumpkin's orange and the bumps are green. And then over here is the stackers, which is just assorted pinks, oranges, and like bluish grays, whatever you want to call that. And then this is the peppers and eggplant. These look beautiful. We got red bell, green bell, jalapeno, red Italian, green Italian, cherry peppers, which this is the biggest I've seen yet this season. And then we have yellow bell and orange bell. And Mom and I'll get them washed as soon as I get potatoes dug. The guys are leaving at 4. It is just after 1. So we're gonna try and I'm gonna get them dug. They're gonna hopefully get them picked up, or we might have to help them pick them up. And then we're gonna bin them, because this is gonna be hopefully the first bin of potatoes we're gonna be putting into storage for the season of many. So everything's going really good so far. I only stopped because I got a lot of tops here. Ouch, ow, 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 and briars. Pickers, I guess I should say. Very, very rocky, but the digger's going through it. The potatoes look beautiful. And so that is just awesome. We always want our potatoes to be nice. We always want them to not get beat up when we're digging them, but it's even more important before we put them into storage for the winter, because if they're beat up, if they're bruised up, they're not gonna last near as long as what a perfectly good potato would, and then they're gonna rot. They're gonna rot the potatoes around them that are good, and it's just a bad mess all the way around. I started at the very end, and I'm planning on going up here about another 75 yards, maybe 60 yards, I don't know, to where if you can see that corn stalk sticking up, that's where we dug from the other end in. I'm thinking that'll be around 75 to 100 baskets, which if that's the case, that'll do us about 2 bins, maybe even more than that, which will be a great start for storage. That still leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 more rows of white. And then on the other side, we have 2, 4, 6 rows of red left. So as you can see, we have a lot to go. Dad killed the tops, so as you can see, everything is nice and dried up. Next up, we'll be coming through, we'll get the irrigation pipe out and then coming through and mowing all the weeds off. Then it should be really nice for digging. I'm coming into some weeds here now. Hopefully it doesn't get too clogged up. I'll just keep a close eye on it. You can see right now they're blocked up. They're trying to go back, there they go. Okay. Wow. That's amazing, it went through all those weeds. The potatoes look really good as far as not being skinned up. Laying on top of the ground, not buried. They don't look too scabbed up. What a success. Doesn't seem like a big deal probably to you guys, but after trying to dig these since the beginning of the season and having such trouble, it is so nice to come out and just dig, look back, everything's going smooth, get done, unhook. You know you got a bunch of nice potatoes. We just let the potato digger go too long. You don't really realize how bad it is until you start getting down into it. And you think, oh, well, one wheel is missing, or, you know, it wasn't quite deep enough. Maybe it should just go 1 click deeper, but all that stuff combined is a big deal. So I was on my way back with the 2 bins of potatoes. The one tire was lower than I expected and ran it off the rim. It's been on there since 1984, so it's hard to get it seated up. I was peeking in at the wheel looks like it's bad.
Really? What was your first indication? The dry rotting or the cord sticking out?
It's amazing it even got like that.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. You know where that's from? Overinflation.
Really?
Yes. And now we have underinflation. So it's off the beat. The BD40 is not the best, but it is what it is. Ready?
Ready? Still looks like it's a little bit. Oh! I think we got it.
Mm-hmm. Going on, just keep her going. I don't trust this tire to save my life.
I know, so I was afraid. I don't want to overdo it.
Well, you gotta keep going to get it going. I mean, it's still soft, so. You know there's a nail in your tire? Or is that
Oh, the jack's in rough shape too.
oh, go for
You gotta turn that a while.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Give it some quick turns, yeah. Then should I just keep pumping?
Yeah. It looks good.
Hey, stay. No. Don't jump out of there. No. So it is now the next day. We're down here in the late season cole crops. We ended up getting about 1.5 bins of white potatoes, or maybe closer to 3/4. Either way, it was really good. We were using the big plastic bins, so you can fit a lot more in there than just the regular cardboard ones. And so what we're doing now is picking around 60 heads of broccoli for an order, and then we're gonna get for ourselves, just for the farm market, stuff like that. We have so much broccoli on that we started calling all the local farmers, seeing if they could use any, just because we hated to see it go to waste. After we finished up the order of broccoli, we moved into kohlrabi. These are not for an order, these are just for ourselves. As you can see, these are getting pretty big, but I still don't think they're woody or anything like that. We wouldn't sell them if we thought they were bad. But it's just with irrigating a lot, and then with that last rainstorm, they're really starting to blow up. But it's not a bad thing. Basically just more for your money, because we don't really up the price, and we're almost through them, so it's not like they're gonna get ahead of us. Once we got through the kohlrabi, now we're moving on to regular cabbage. This is the first of this I'm picking out of this patch for the season. Sammy also did show up, so that's nice to have an extra hand. These heads are huge. I want to say they're at least 8 to 12 pounds. Some of them, it's like, what would you even do with all that? I guess if you're making piggies, that's what people want. So the more the merrier. And then last but not least is cauliflower. This is still pretty small yet, but we want to get ahead of it only because there's so much that we're afraid it's going to get ahead of us. And we obviously don't want to have that happen.
Thank you.
So today, I'm out here in the pumpkin field. We're trying to get an order of about 6-8 bins, but with the lack of rain, we're not having a lot of luck finding nice pumpkins. Like, this is about as nice as they come, and it's got good color, it's just not huge. A lot of what we're seeing is stuff like this. That is green, tiny, indented, stuff that is not desirable to a customer. So we really got to be selective, but we're not going to let them go to waste, that's for sure. So we're just going to go through and pick out whatever's nice. Is there many of those or not?
Yeah, I got a few now.
Yeah, let those guys go there. They didn't really amount to anything. With Mom and I today is
okay.
Oliver,
Yeah.
who's helping me here with the blue and orange hubbard, and Emily, which you'll see here in a couple minutes. see them lined up out through there. Oliver's throwing, Emily's catching, and Mom's trying to tape up the one bin that's got a cut in the side. So we just got done. Here's the whites. Here's the mixed bin of Hubbard and goose gourds. Close these doors so the sun don't come in. This is one of the orders, 200 sugar and then 20 like basketball sized. Right there. And then out here is the other order. This one is just 6 bins of medium to large pumpkins. Daisy. We only wanted 2 tubs of sweet corn just for the farm market. We don't seem to sell a lot this time of year, just because as it gets cooler, the sales just kind of slow down. People aren't as interested in it as they are in the beginning. But now Dad and I are moving into Brussels sprouts, which is my first harvest of these for this season. And we tried a different method this year, and we kind of got to it a little bit late, but my mom read online that to get the best growth out of the Brussels sprouts from bottom to top, you should take off the lower leaves and then leave a couple at the top. And so that's what you see here, as these are already pulled off. We didn't do the entire field just because we didn't have time, and we wanted to see how they were going to turn out before we go and do that. But the Brussels sprouts do look pretty nice, besides the fact of a couple here and there that, well, just got a little bit brown and we'll probably pick off. And then the process is still the same later on, pulling off the top leaves, trimming off that top to where there's just no Brussels sprouts, and then we'll sell it like that for probably $5 to $6. So we raise beef cattle. We had 6, sold 3 about a week ago. We have 3 left, and we want to finish them off a little bit better, I guess, meaning like just, you know, have them gain a little more weight. And so along with giving them their everyday chop morning and night, and then them grazing in the pasture, we're now also giving them our sweet corn stalks. So I just got the machete. And we'll give them like 50 corn stalks or something around that morning and night. That's for their bellies. And then our last harvest for today is kale. Again, we're down here in the late season patch. We've planted, I don't even know how many plants, but the nice thing about kale is you can keep cutting it and it's gonna keep regrowing even after frost, just like all the other cole crops. So we're gonna have this patch basically all the way until market stops.
So I received 3 cards in the mail today. Thank you to everyone. So the first one I have is from Kentucky. Aw, cute little flower one. That's so pretty. so sweet. Oh my gosh, that's so special. Thank you so much for that. I love that. Make me tear up. The next one I have is from New York. It's really cute. There's a puppy on the front, but I'm not gonna show it. And I love it. It's like Christmas themed. And I love Christmas. Oh, the puppy's right there! It says, wishing you joy. Aww. Brighten your birthday. Oh, that's cute. Hope Logan got you something nice for your birthday. That's sweet. Thank you. The last one is from Connecticut. It's pretty green, like Logan's favorite color. Oh, we have another dog! That's funny. That's so cute. And aww. Oh wow. Their family and cousin went to Wilkes. Wow, and they gave me a sticker.
Beautiful.
How cute! I'm so excited. Thank you so much. So I don't know who this one was from, but from Phil and Tommy and whoever this was from, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it all. I love cars. They're just so special to me and they mean the absolute world. Thank you again.